Why your childhood money stories are sabotaging your success. Hey, I'm Georgia Mulliss, and I help busy, booked, and broke entrepreneurs figure out how to make and keep more money using sacred money archetypes. Okay, so we're going to talk about that by age 7, you have already set your money personality. It's set. All of your core beliefs about money are set, and those core beliefs are still running your business today. Your 7-year-old money self is running your business. And this is something I see all the time with the women entrepreneurs that I coach. Fabulous. They might be running complex businesses, but they still can't charge what they're worth. It's not a strategy problem. It's an outdated programming problem. My own money story and how it nearly tanked my business. I grew up with a working class father who achieved a place at a grammar school, and an aspiring middle-class mother. The tension in our house wasn't around being skin or being poor. It was this constant push and pull between we don't want to seem like we're getting above ourselves and we need to keep up appearances. Money conversations had this weird energy where wanting more felt greedy, but not having enough felt shameful. So these might be the things that you heard growing up. Those are the things I heard growing up. Money doesn't grow on trees. It's a scarcity statement, usually delivered when you are asking for something. Fast forward to starting my own business, and guess what happened? I was trapped between these competing money stories. I couldn't charge enough for my business to be profitable because I felt that was getting above myself. But I also felt ashamed when I wasn't bringing in a respectable income. Pricing conversations made me want to disappear inside myself because I was simultaneously worried about everything. The money stories that keep you booked, busy, and broke. Okay, so number 1, money doesn't go on trees. Absolute scarcity mindset in your business is going to show up as chronic undercharging, over-delivering, grateful to earn anything, and working yourself into the ground because somewhere deep down you don't believe that there is enough to go around. Number 2, money is the root of all evil. This is all about good people. If you're focused on making a profit, you're probably corrupt. In your business, you're probably constantly apologizing for charging, feeling guilty about wanting to be profitable, or sabotaging your income because deep down you think making money compromises your integrity. Yeah, so what this really means is that spiritual good people don't care about material things, yeah? So in business, this creates a conflict where you want financial success, but you feel like you shouldn't. The rich get rich and the poor get poorer. Really? The economy's not going to save us. We need to be making sure that we're in charge of our own money mindset. You can head over to makeandkeepmoney.com/quiz. You can do the assessment and you can find out what archetype you are. Why is sacred money archetype so important? These childhood stories stop you accessing your natural sacred money archetypes. They block you from accessing those gifts. How does that work? If you're a ruler archetype, you're meant to build an empire where everybody thrives and accumulate wealth with confidence. But if money is the root of all evil, then you feel guilty about your natural drive for financial success. You might unconsciously cap your income because building wealth feels morally wrong. If you're a maverick like me, you're supposed to take calculated risks and turn money into a game you love to win. But if the rich get rich and the poor get poorer, it makes you believe that the game is rigged against you. If you're a celebrity archetype, you're meant to charge premium prices and be visible about your success. But if money can't buy you happiness, well, that sucks. Makes you feel like your wealth is shallow. Makes you feel like your drive for success is shallow. So you end up undercharging and hiding your light so you don't seem materialistic. If you're a nurturer archetype, you're wired to give amazing value whilst also being well compensated. But these stories make you feel selfish for wanting money. So you give away your value for free and you burn out trying to prove you're not greedy. When you understand your archetype, you recognize these specific stories. You can access the money superpowers that you were born with. When I started working with sacred money archetypes, I finally understood why these childhood stories had such a grip on me. It wasn't until I discovered I'm actually a maverick that everything clicked. As a maverick, I'm supposed to take calculated risks and turn money into a game I love to win. But with childhood stories running interference, I was playing it safe and small. Each of the 8 archetypes, every single one of those archetypes, and your top 3 archetypes have their own relationship with money, their strengths, their shadow side. their unhelpful side. Yeah. When you understand your archetypes, suddenly those money decisions that felt impossible, they become clear. Here's the critical bit most coaches miss. It's not just about changing your mindset or manifesting abundance. Your childhood money stories didn't form in a vacuum. These stories were shaped by a culture that tells women to be grateful for what we get, to not be too demanding, and definitely don't talk about money. No money at the table, right? No money, no politics at the table. Understanding your sacred money archetypes helps you work with your natural strengths instead of against centuries of conditioning. Yeah. So just going to start noticing when you're about to have a money conversation, pricing, discussion, invoicing, just pause. What's the story playing? What would your 7-year-old self be thinking right now? Then you get to choose. You can let that story run the show, or you can say, thank you for trying to keep me safe. I've got this handled now. Love and care, right? But here's the crucial bit. You need to replace that old story with something that aligns with your sacred money archetype. This is where it falls flat otherwise. If you're a nurturer and you try and adopt a Mavericks approach to money, it won't stick. But when you understand your archetype's relationship with money, everything becomes easier. Why this work actually matters beyond making more money, right? I could give you all the pricing strategies and business tactics and introduce you to amazing funnel builders, but underneath it all, if you're still operating from a fear-based story about money, none of it's going to work the way you want it to. When you heal these money stories and start operating from your true sacred money archetypes, everything changes. You become pricing confident. You become confident in money conversations. They become natural. Your business starts to feel like a vehicle for impact and income you always wanted it to. And honestly, the work is bigger than just your business. When women heal their relationship with money and they start charging for profit, it changes the game for everyone. Now that you understand how childhood money stories work, you might be wondering how to practically implement new money habits in your daily life. In the next video, I'm sharing my 30-day money mindset transformation process that makes a lasting change possible. Click on that video and I'll see you there.